What I'm saying is, it's looking less like this guy is their antichrist and more like the Great White Hope, the GOAT of Europe. I was in my local charity shop the other day looking for some randomized books to buy, something I do quite regularly. But while I was perusing the shelves, a particular book caught my eye and I thought to myself, if I read this, would this be like a guilty pleasure, or is it something that's so taboo that a black guy like me shouldn't even be reading about? I had to check that bias and I thought to myself, history and books are for everyone. And that book that I picked up is called Selling Hitler. So it's basically about this guy investigating a fiasco that happened in the 80s surrounding Hitler's lost diaries. So a group of people were trying to pass off these authentic Hitler diaries to the West and sell them for a large amount. Of course, the diaries turned out to be a forgery, but one thing that the writer brings to the forefront is the fact that the obsession with this guy has never died. So in this book, you hear about people that obsess about Hitler and the Third Reich and Nazis so much that they buy absolutely any piece of memorabilia, from big cars to locks of hair and shreds of clothes, which highlights the point I was saying in the beginning. This guy has only got 80 years in the grave versus this guy who's got nearly 2,000 years in the grave. But this guy is steadily being treated like this guy. What is the future looking like? What I'm saying is, it's looking less like this guy is their antichrist and more like the Great White Hope, the GOAT of Europe, because the way people are keeping him alive and his ideologies is incredibly wild. His influence is now permeating the internet in the digital age in the voice of youth and adults, even some famous black people.